Hello Friendlings, I'm Claude for Chicago. We are here for real people with real creativity in real time. Friendlings, never give up, and I wanted you, and today we're back with another live stream and the final live stream of 2022. We are playing Planet Zoo here in Lucky Mountain Zoo, building the white rhinoceros, the southern white rhinoceros to be exact, in Planet Zoo next to our African penguins. I hope everyone's having a good New Year's. Hello, Jesse James. What's up? Thanks for coming out to the live stream. Happy New Year's, my guy. Happy New Year's to you. I hope you guys are doing something exciting. We're probably not going to be streaming until the new year, but it'll probably be the new year for New York by the time we're done. We're just doing kind of a simple live stream today. Got a lot of stuff going on. This upcoming week, if you guys did not hear, I'm going to be really busy, so there'll probably be only one live stream next Sunday. This week it's going to be today, and then tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier on. 6 o'clock, I got a new SSD already installed. Got high PvP. It's me helping me out tomorrow night. I'm going to reboot my computer, change my old location for my drive, for my Windows, and move that over to the new SSD. So PvP is going to be helping me out with that tomorrow. And with that being said, it's because I was trying to do it myself all today, and I was about to get it, and then I was like, I don't really want to spend $40 to do this. There has to be a free way, and I tried to do the free way, went back to the paid way, and I debated about it, then I asked PvP, and PvP said he'll help me. So when that gets over, that means there will be some VR streams. So we might switch it up from the Planet Coaster, but I want to do some VRs. We're going to do Walking Dead Saints and Sinners again. That was such a fun series. And maybe a couple other VR games. The whole point of this SSD was to literally get the VR. Because it says in theory you can move the VR and install it somewhere else. But I watched like 4 tutorials on how to do that. And I went through all of them and all that hard coding and trying to get all that stuff to work. And for some reason, it just would not install anywhere but my local drive. And they said, I need to get a new drive anyways. Because it's almost full. And I just, what happens if I install something accidentally? So we'll figure that out. So hopefully PvP can help me with that tomorrow, and then we could, if it's installed, maybe we could stream something sooner with some VR. Zach Daily Games, thanks for coming out to the live stream. If you guys missed it, like I did, Zach Daily Games did a nice hour-and-a-half long live stream earlier today. You can watch that, as well as some Minecraft for New Year's Eve. It probably will be midnight for New York when the stream's over, but we're not going to be streaming until midnight for Chicago. Went out today, saw a good friend of mine, and now we're out here playing some Planet Coaster. We're going to do the Southern White Rhinoceros build. I had to look over it like I didn't know what I was building. Southern White Rhinoceros, I want to have 2 of them. When I went to the zoo after not going for like 4 or 5 years, the first animal that I actually saw with my friend was was a rhinoceros. I don't know if it was a southern white rhinoceros, but it was a rhinoceros. And they were like, is it going to jump over the thing? They can't jump. They can't jump. But that was the first animal we saw. So I only think it is beneficial to do the first, it's not going to be the first thing you see in the zoo for our zoo, but me and them went to go see that rhinoceros, and they thought they were going to jump, and I wanted to build that here, right next to our penguin habitat for our African penguins. If you missed that live stream, there's a couple live streams ago, and it's in here, and we got all these beautiful African penguins swimming around outside. And then we finally wrapped up our snow area, and we added in a polar bear and a Dale sheep inside. So apparently the polar bear is not too happy with its size. This is the largest habitat that I think I built, and this polar bear is not happy with it. I did not realize that polar bears actually want to be by themselves. Male polar bears want to be by themselves. Females are okay if they have a mate, but males tend to be just by themselves. I did not realize that when we look at the things. And we can look at some of the fun facts on here before we start our thing. Yeah, look at them. They wanted like an extra 1,000 meters and like another 200 meters of water, and I cannot provide that just based on the space. So I'm sorry, please don't get on me. But if we look at some of the cool fun facts with the polar bear, if I go in here, where is my zoo media map? So this is all cited from somewhere. I don't know where, but this is a very heavily researched game, so I'm just going to take this as bear facts. And 5 fun facts. Thank you so much, Noons87, for coming out to the live stream. Polar bear. No, fun fact number one: polar bears are the largest carnivores in the world. If you didn't know that, polar bears do not need to drink as they produce water through digested seal blubber. Blubber? Okay, polar bears don't need to drink. Confirmed. They don't need a hydrate button. Fun fact number three: polar bears are one of the most sexually dimorphic mammals. Males and females differ extremely in size, surpassed only by the elephant's seal. Okay? Polar bears have small bumps called polypia on their pads of their feet to stop them from slipping on ice. Polar bears are insulated by 4 inches of fat tissue underneath the skin to keep them warm. They will overheat in temperatures over 50 Fahrenheit. We can go in Celsius. But, so polar bears will overheat if it's over 50 Fahrenheit. At Brookfield Zoo in Chicago, a little bit west of Chicago, there's a polar bear that sits outside every single day. And anytime I've seen the polar bear was only in the summer. And they let the polar bear go back and forth. The polar bear would go back and forth for years. They finally relocated it from where it was to somewhere else. But the polar bear does the exact same thing. And I think there's 2 of them. And they're in a smaller habitat than the one that I gave them. And it's just sad to see. Because now that with that being confirmed, they are definitely overheating like 50% of the year. Which is very sad. And they do have a pool and stuff like that. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, you know, that's completely different. Like, this is, I mean, I know this is not ideal for them, but at least they have snow in here and it's cold as hell. This room would be cold. And look at, he's just chilling. But yeah, this is definitely better than real life. And then there's some Dale sheep over here. Very simple build. These people don't really require foliage at all. There's 2 Dale sheeps in here doing their own thing. But let's get started with the southern white rhinoceros build. So they need 2,000. I want to get 2 of them in here. So we're going to pause and we're going to delete these staff pathways so we can implement like a way for the rhinoceros to move, to have them a little path. And then we're going to give them the staff members a little back room over here to like kind of walk around. But apparently that's obstructed, so we're going to have to kind of go off the grid a little bit. We'll go off the grid this way. But I hope everyone's having a great New Year's Eve. I got a chance to see a great friends of mine today. Noons 87 themselves. And it was really fun. Really exciting. Got some McDonald's classic. We all know the classic McDonald's. You're not eating McDonald's. Are you really living life? We counted down the top 10 news stories of the year. Yeah, go check that out on Zach Daily Games on YouTube. Zach Daily Games has a lot of cool, fun games over there. A lot of creative games just like ourselves. A little different in terms of some of the content, like City Skylines I don't do. So check him out for that with the most up-to-date City Skylines builds, as well as Minecraft. And yeah, it's really interesting. And some like story games. Number 5 was Claude from Chicago switching from Twitch to YouTube. That was the top 5 story. Let's go. Goodness me, and we're staying on YouTube. We are definitely staying on YouTube. That decision is definitely confirmed. If you want to confirm that for the stream tomorrow, definitely confirmed. Yeah, it was switching over to YouTube was probably staying on here is probably the best thing that will happen to me for quite some time. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to use actually the grid pathway, which I don't know why I didn't do last time, but we're gonna make a ditch. I'm gonna try to make this as, from my head, as similar to the thing that I saw in real life. So we're gonna go 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably big enough for the white rhinoceros, I hope. It's a little smaller on this because this is a little bit more room, but hopefully that's big enough for them, or I mean for our guests to see. I think it's more than adequate. And then we're going to grab some concrete walls, and we're just going to try to get this as straight as possible. It's not going to be perfect, but we're going to go as straight as possible. We're going to go right about there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to mimic this trench. This is somewhere the rhinoceroses aren't going to go, and this is something that I personally have not done in this game as of yet, and we're just going to kind of dig this trench out. And then we're going to grab some pathing, and we're going to path this out here. Path this out over here. And then we'll grab some of our, oops, do not do that. We'll grab our push tool and push in some of these little, oops, a little too high sensitive right there. Oops, what am I doing? Let's grab our flatten the foundation tool here. And then we'll flatten this out, and then if the Rhinoceros is somehow try to run at the gas, they'll fall in this little trench. It actually doesn't need to be that big because Rhinoceros cannot jump. And when we get our Rhinoceros, we'll do another little quick fun fact check, fun facts in the game. So this is pretty much how you would see it in real life, and we're going to go, just like real life, grab some paint, and, well, not paint, but we'll grab some rock and paint some heavy rock in here, and we'll make a null barrier. I've never done this before. I saw the lady designer. She has done quite a lot of these. And I really like the really creative thing. But I'll talk about some of the big things here after we read Zach's comment here. Zach says, 2022 was also the year of your face reveal. Has it really been a year? It's almost been a year. In February, like, 2nd, I think, is when we actually did it. It's crazy. It's crazy to think how quickly a year can go by. I had quite a phenomenal year with my friends in real life, my friends on stream, and I can't wait to have another phenomenal year with everyone soon enough. Some of my things that I do want to talk about, I guess, what's I'm planning on doing and what's going to be happening is obviously, work is pretty important to me. But this year, the goal is to have a full-time media job by the summer. So that gives me about 6 months. I wrote down a list of goals on my sheet, and I will read some of them out loud to you on stream. I'm not going to read them all because some of them are a little bit personal, but I'll read the ones that I can do. So here are my top 10 goals. They're all not going to be read. Number 1 is reach the History channel to 1,000 subscribers. We did that within a year. Have 6 full-length history videos, find a full-time media sports job. Skip. I'll go back up 1. For number 7, edit a video for my grandpa. Number 8, ideally have my own place. Number 9, get a history sponsor. And number 10 is a personal goal. But that is what I have planned up this year. But we'll stay on the YouTube channel because you probably didn't hear, we didn't talk about Claude from Chicago, did we? Well, Claude from Chicago is I'm not planning on going anywhere with this channel. But I do believe that we're going to try to focus a lot more heavy intensive on Claude's history course overall. And the reason for that is Claude's history course is that is going to be my main channel design. So I really do want to focus a lot more on that. We'll see what happens. But I do want to focus that and try to make that my main priority in terms of making content in terms of videos. Obviously, we've been making videos here for the Patreons. And we are making videos, for the public as well that get released. But I feel like I probably got to slow down on making videos for the public, and that's not beefing with the public, that's not beefing with you Fredlings, but unfortunately I'm just running out of time to do a lot of these public videos. Also, Zach Daily Games put a comment in my why can I not put a wall there, bro? I think I can customly move this though in a second. If I grab this, ooh no, we grab this and yeah, there we go. But it is beefing with me, huh? Okay, we'll just leave it a little canted. It's not gonna be the end of the world because I think I'm gonna make this a box anyways. But yeah, here's a staff door here, so we're gonna grab our doors over here. Grab a habitat gate, and hopefully don't get the glitch too much, and we'll put a habitat gate there, so the staff members can go down here and mess around, and they'll have a little back area over here. I do want to kind of add onto this, but yeah, Claude's history course is going to be my main thing on the channel. The history videos, I mean, I've been really enjoying creating those. I always say I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not, but those history videos, it is really fun. It is, I will say, quite difficult with, you know, having a near full-time job, and it is a little difficult working on this YouTube channel as well. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving YouTube. That's for sure. Before this gets put on Zach Daily Games top 5 news stories of 2023. I'm not going anywhere, but I do want to focus my main video aspect creation at least onto that channel than this one. I mean, obviously Patreon videos are still going to continue as well, but at least the video aspect. Alright, so what we're doing here, if you're curious, is we're making a custom fence. And this custom fence is just a very stone one. In real life, there would be like a wooden fence here. But it's Planet Zoo, and we can use a little bit of creativity. This is supposed to be a San Diego style build. So this is like a custom fence here so that people can't get over. Now, this should be small enough so that kids can't crawl under it, and if they do crawl under it, I'm sure we'll see a news story on this at some point. But hopefully that doesn't happen. I just don't want to bring it so low to the ground and have it look a little bit weird. So we're just going to grab some of our rocks here, and I believe these rocks are also, yep, they are defined as Africa. So we're going to throw some of these rocks in to fill those walls so that no one can get in. Obviously, so that the animals can't escape either. We'll train out this grass that is existing. And that looks pretty realistic. This is quite large. So let's go in and let's find ourselves some of these. Oh, we have a black jaguar, by the way. If you didn't know what a if it's an all black jaguar, it's actually a panther. Everything else is a jaguar, but if it's all black, it's a panther. Never knew that. Saw that on TikTok, so maybe that's not the greatest source. Alright, let's see our southern white rhinoceroses and see which ones we can get. We can get this one. You know what? We're going to get this girl. Delma. We're going to get Delma because she has a bronze star. And we're going to grab ourselves a male as well. Hopefully somebody with some good ratings, I would hope. I know these expirings, like, change. I really wish... This is creative mode. Why can't I just instantly pick which rhino I want? I want good ones. I want maximum appeal. None of them exist. Okay. I know... So, in this game... It's hard to understand because I never actually played, like, the base game style. What I want to say is, in this game, you can actually trade animals. You can trade animals. You can breed them, you can trade them, and you can send them around. You can put them into the wild. So you can actually, for example... Me and Zach are playing. Me, Zach, and Noons are playing. We could trade them around and do some stuff like that. Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year's, Noons87. I don't even know if I read that out loud. I did acknowledge. Thank you so much, Noons87, for coming out to the live stream, as well as Zach. Much love to you. Okay, so let's go into our animal storage. Let's grab both of our rhinoceroses. The lady one is the most... like, it has the highest stars. I don't know how to say that. But when they get in here, we'll see what is their rating. And we should see these rhinoceroses run out of this door. Some of your history videos are getting a lot of views. Why are you blowing up so much? Well, the main reason why I'm blowing up on Claude's history course is because of one main video. We'll go back in-game. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Look at this. They're coming in. Here comes the rhinoceroses. Yeet. They're about to yeet them in there. Ready? Yeet. Perfect. We'll read these fun facts in a second. But the reason why I'm blowing up is because I did a video proof checked by Needs87. What's it called? About a year ago, almost a year ago today. I think it was January 10th or January 15th. I can't remember. It was like with a 1 in it. And it was on the Great Palestinian Revolt. And that video alone, it's a little controversial in terms of history timeline. It's one of our newest dated things other than the Czechoslovakian coup d'etat I did with Simon. But it is a little controversial, but there isn't really any coverage outside of... I don't want to say... There's not really much coverage. I mean, there is coverage, yes. There is news coverage on it. But it's really taken from a very biased angle, and it's really taken from an American standpoint. Yes, I am American. I would say that from my heart. I am American, but it's really trying to not. It's trying to show both sides and the exact facts that happened, so that people can understand what happened in the Great Palestinian Revolt. That's my most popular video, and I do have one coming out soon enough. Check by Noons87 again, coming out June 10th, there will be a short on the Arab Revolt with Lawrence of Arabia. Everyone knows who Lawrence of Arabia if you are a history person. One of the most history-accurate films out there for that era. It is a little bit racist in terms of they did not black-faced, brown-faced, I guess you would say. And that is a little controversial nowadays, obviously, clearly. They did have real Arabs portray in the background, but not as a main character, of course, back then in like 1930s. What year did that come out? Lawrence of Arabia came out in 68. '62. Lawrence of Arabia. Beautiful film. A little questionable, obviously, with that. But yeah, Lawrence of Arabia is actually pretty accurate in terms of the timeline of like what happened in Arabia during that time. So that'll be coming out, and I don't know what the full length videos are going to be as of right now. I had a couple ideas, but I didn't. As of right now, I haven't. Okay, so southern white rhinoceroses, there's only about 18,000 in the world. There are near threatened. They live in roughly this area of Africa. They live in group sizes 1 to 5, 1 males up to 4 females. And then they can live up to 43 years old. Males can weigh up to 5,060 pounds. Females can weigh up to 3,740 pounds. They are... Oh, the fun facts. Fun facts. Fun fact number 1, southern white rhinoceros is the most numerous rhinoceros species. The southern white rhinoceros is the largest per grazer in the world. Fun fact number 3, 93% of the entire population of southern rhinoceroses live in South Africa. Fun fact number 4, although the southern rhinoceroses have no natural predators, they have been seen with scars as a result with fighting with hyenas. And fun fact number 5, the southern white rhinoceroses has mutualistic relations with cattle egrets, red-billed oxpeckers, and Cape starlings, 3 bird species that remove parasites from their skin. The more you know, huh? All right, so now that they're in here, let's take a look and see if they're upset. This one's injured. How the hell did I get injured? I don't know how I got injured. Maybe it came injured. That's bold. Are they happy with their size of land is the real question. Terrain is not appropriate, though, so maybe that's why they got hurt. But we have a couple vets in our area, so that should be able to take care of that. Animals are severely dehydrated. I think that might be... Oh my goodness, the Dale goat doesn't have any water! My bad, I'm so sorry. Let's get them a water thing in here real quick. I forgot to add them water. How did I forget that? Let's add a water pipe in here for them. I'm so sorry, guys. That will fix like all your problems. Perfect. Who else is dehydrated? I don't know. All right, pause. Let's see some of the terrain. Zach Daily Games says, one of your other popular videos is the Julius Caesar one is doing well. Yeah, Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar is just a solid topic. I guess we'll talk about real shortly. What is going on? I thought I just added the white rhinoceros as well. Something's going on with that. But Julius Caesar video, the last Julius Caesar video I posted, which is the last full-length video that I posted, has a brand new animation style that I'm going to try to implement in all of the future videos. With a little pop-up text, with some other things. It's still going to be APA cited, but the text that comes from their mouths and some of the animations are going to be a little bit more enjoyable for the younger audiences, as well as people that want to see some other things, because before it was a little bit too History Channel vibe, so it's going to be a little bit more lighter in terms of the animations of the storyline, and the script and the facts are all going to be still APA cited. Now, I always try to do for the history quick videos to have at least one citation, and then the long videos, I try to have... the long videos, I definitely try to have... what's it called? Like at least 3 citations. At least 3 citations. I know for the Czechoslovakian coup d'etat there was a little less, but I do try to. That's the whole point of that channel. The whole point of that channel is to be focused on having APA cited style like stuff, so that people can at least get some of their history facts from I would say I'm a very credible source, but of course you have to make your own determination. But yeah, that's my goal, is to have it like that, because I really believe, I know I said it a lot, I do really believe that it's so hard to find history videos with people that don't have that most people just don't have facts. They say, did you know? Did you know? Like, I understand, I didn't know that, for example, something that goes on. But where's your site? Like, you have to have a site for some of these claims about people. At least have a site. I always have to debate, like, is this real history or is it not? Some of the stuff's kind of interesting and some of it doesn't matter. But when you start making some claims on people, you need to have a site. You have to have a site. Especially new stuff, you have to have a site. If not a video site, a text site, a word site, or like a legit site from a APA cited website or a university, something like you have to have that. In my opinion, that's what the whole point of it is. Your plans for 2023 sounds exciting. Yeah, what's going on with you, Zach? Tell me what are some of your plans, unless you said it in the stream, and then I'll go back and rewatch it. As well as everyone else's, what are your plans for the upcoming year? So, we are looking at the Rhinoceros. The Rhinoceros wants less long grass and more soil. So, what we're going to do is we're going to add in a lot of soil around our little water pond down here. Now, they can drink from this, and I think it's just shallow enough so that they can walk in it. I don't know if they will, but... well, they can walk in it in terms of like the game. The game says anybody can walk in this, but will they is the other question. So what I like to do is I like to grab my soil paints, and you can see the stats on the right side. We want those all to be green. We'll take our soil paints and we'll just paint that in, and they actually want quite a lot of soil, so probably a majority of this habitat's going to be filled up here in a second to get this going. But we'll fill this, oops, let's change the size of this to like an 8. Yeah, look at how much they want. We're gonna have to redo that rock down there, so don't you worry. We'll redo that in a second. They actually want some rock, too. Perfect. We'll grab some of this rock and paint this back in here. We'll actually do... We'll do smooth rock just in case they fall. Now, I don't know how they're going to really get it out of this. So I paint it like this, and then I'll grab myself the light soil brush, and I'll turn the intensity down a little bit. And then I'll just kind of like lightly click over all of this to give it a little bit of texture to like change it up a little bit. And some of the other areas will kind of fill it in with a lot. Just give it a little bit of different color and a little bit of shade. And then they want some rocks, so we'll go into our rock tool and we'll paint some rocks over here. Trying to get rid of all that grass. Turn this up to 100%. But yeah, this upcoming week is going to be very, very busy for me in terms of work. So it's going to be a little bit different in terms of streaming. I mean, they're just probably... Well, in terms of different, I mean, there will be no stream on Friday or Saturday. Is what the difference is. Oh, look, they're coming. Perfect. We're going to have to move this back just slightly because some of the guests are glitching inside of this. I do not like that. Can they see over this? Yes, they can. Okay, perfect. That was more of luck than anything else. Alright, perfect. Now they should be happy with their terrain. Perfect. We're going to have to change some things around. Because obviously they need some hard shelter, which they have none. So we're going to do something like this. And I believe that rock should be fine, but the good thing in this game, which makes it very easy, is we can just click on grassland and Africa. And I'll bring up every sort of material that we can use in here to make this look legit. But they actually don't... They want these kind of rocks, so it's a little slightly different. But the game, the animals will never beef with you if you use different types of rock. Like, they're not going to be too upset with you if you use rocks. They will be upset with you if you use different plants, but they will not be upset with you if you use different rocks. So we're going to make them a little, like, interior sleeping area, at least on this end. Hopefully this is big enough. We'll rotate some of these around. So Zach Daily Games is typing in chat, and Zach Daily Games says, I hate it when news doesn't say where their info comes from. Oh my god, don't even get me started with the news. Don't even get me started with the news. The news is very, very annoying. Even though I know how to make the news, it's very, very annoying. News is supposed to have 3 sites. 3 citations for every news story. There should be 3 citations. 3 citations. Now, they don't have to be experts. They don't have to be anything. But they should, at least one should be from an expert. Or one from an expert is a very rough term. There should be at least 3 sites. And it's really annoying when you read a newspaper article. Or watch it live, like a video. Or you see something and there's not 3 sites. It's very annoying. Because I'm like, do I even put this information in my head? Now, don't get me started. Oh, God, there's a lot of things Claude's about to get on a rant here. The last rant of 2023. When news organizations... I absolutely hate, with all my heart... Maybe not with all my heart, because it's not really that big of a deal, I guess, at sometimes. But I do not like those news talk show things. I get the appeal. I get the appeal. It's kind of funny. It's a little different. But when they get a news talk show thing, it's like... what? What is this? Like, literally, what is this? You know, we're just going to sit out here and just talk about random things that are happening. What? That's not news. That's not news at all. Why the hell is this getting, like, primetime coverage? You have no sites. You're just going off of whatever you heard. I don't get that. You can see those a lot on your local channels as well. Very, very annoying in my opinion. Alright, so this hard shelter is looking pretty cool. We'll put that, like, right about... I hope the rhinoceroses can go underneath that. They're pretty tall, though. Yeah, they're pretty tall, so... I don't know if this is how this is going to work. And I do like to leave a little gap in here so that there's some natural sunlight. But obviously there'll be like fluorescent bulbs in here or something during the day. We'll fill up this gap in a second. I'm just going to kind of wrap up this roof here. Bring this across, bring this here, make that flat. And maybe we should bring this down because of this shape of this here. Bring that down a little bit, bring this over here, bring that over there, bring that down. It's floating, but we'll make a custom thing there in a second. We'll grab some of these and we'll rotate these down. Like so. Alright, and then this here we'll have to do some like little customization because I think this needs to now go flat. Huh, that's gonna be a little weird. I guess it's gonna overall look a little weird. Just because it's not like a thing. But they're looking a little natural light here. We'll fill in some rocks right now. So Zach Daily Games got some plans. I got nothing exciting planned for 23. The World Tour is not happening in 2025. Now I'm just saving my money. Classic. Now, not a classic is this A&W root beer. Nasty, 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 and it's diets. Barks root beer is the best root beer. Zero sugar. It's not a diet. It's just... It's like I'm forcing myself to drink this. It's that bad. It's that bad. I don't care how much money A&W gives me to drink this. They ever even give me money. Try to... There's... No. No. I don't like A&W root beer candy. I don't like A&W root beer. I don't like A&W diet root beer. I don't like A&W normal root beer. I don't like the ice cream floats with it. I don't like any of it. Absolutely hate it. And the only reason why I'm drinking this right now, you might be asking, Claude, why are you drinking it then if you hate it so much? Well, the reason why I'm drinking it is my dad, like Zach says, even in chat, why are you drinking it then? It's because my dad said, we have no pop in the house. This is all we have. And I said, I went like this. Literally, I went like that, and he said, you can have this, Sierra Mist, or something else. All diet or zero sugar. And I went, and I opened it yesterday, and I have to finish it for principle. So, yeah. Alright. Is the hard shelter completed? It is. And our rhinoceroses can all come in here and sleep anywhere with the blue is where they can technically walk in the game. And then we're going to grab some of our rocks here. Paint in rocks like I always say every stream, this is going to mimic concrete so that the rhinoceroses, you know, for example, they make a messy, they can be easily cleaned up, and if it's at the winter time, they can be housed in here, but this is San Diego, so I doubt that all the animals in our zoo are going to have any issues unless there's like some sort of extreme cold. And that's what I was going to say earlier is I do kind of want to build a back area, like a storage area, just in case it gets too cold, the animals can go inside and chill. Because obviously this is a redesign for the new San Diego Zoo that should be built in. If it's not already built, it should be built by the concept art. I mean, we started this a year ago, so a couple years? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't believe you would totally do an A&W sponsor. No. No, Zach! 3 minutes later, A&W hits me up through text messages or DMs and says, "Hey, Claude, we heard you love our product so much you want to do a..." They'd say, "We'll give you $10,000 for 6 months. You just gotta drink one AMW live on stream every stream." You said $10,000? You said $10,000 though, didn't you? That might change my mind. That might change my mind a little bit. What the? What's up, Kylie? Thanks for coming out to the live stream. How are you doing today? Alright, so we have pretty much all the requirements for the game, so thanks for... No, we're not editing that soon. But we will be editing once we get all this stuff set up. So there is actually quite a lot of stuff that we can do here. They're actually lacking on food enrichment and toy enrichment, and there's actually quite a lot of cool things. One of those being this gyro wheel that the rhinos can push around. A large barrel feeder. There's also a hanging barrel feeder. These are like getting the toy enrichment. So for example, they have, it's like filled with food and the animals can kind of like, what's it called? Eat it. And then there's a melon feeder. We're going to add a watermelon near the guests so that the guests can see these rhinos kind of pick it up and now like chomp on it. There's also a mud bath too, which we're gonna place a little near the water, and they should be able to see all that. That did not go into interspecies bonus. Oh, rhinos can actually live with other species. That's pretty cool. I did not realize that. We're gonna add the water and food pans in the back over here because I really kind of want the rhinos to kind of like get at least a little bit of chilling by themselves, you know, so that they're not freaking out. And a food trough, they're going to probably need a large one. So it's a little bit hidden away. It's not super hidden away. And then we're going to need some bedding. But I kind of want to see when these guys do some things. So we'll add some bedding outside, sort of like what we did with the penguins, so that they don't have to go inside and sleep. Kind of like doing that. So there's a little relaxing area, so they do want to sleep outside, they can. But just in case that they do want to sleep inside, we'll have quite a lot of nice and cozy area. And obviously, I would say that these animals should be able to roam around at nighttime by themselves. But for some reason, if they don't want to, and if they have to be locked up for some reason, if it's like too cold, there'll be some heaters in here. And they can kind of like hide away and sleep away from everyone. And from the rain. I mean, I don't know if rhinos are going to beef with the rain. Look, he's in the mud bath! Or she's in the mud bath. Which one is this? Male or female? This is the female. Who doesn't like a nice mud bath? Oh my god, pause! This is the thumbnail for later tonight. This is the thumbnail. Maybe I should do it from this angle. Or this angle. No. Definitely like this angle here. This will be the thumbnail. I'll update that tonight. Because it's hard to do some of the things, but look at that. Hey! They'll go in the water. Sweet. I think... What the? $10,000 would buy you a nice PC. I cannot wait. One day, you could buy the best PC possible gaming parts for around $2,500 to $3,000. A lot of streamers have 2 computers. True. This computer would be a backup computer. Tomorrow, PvP is helping me. Kylie, I did add you. PvP responded just a little bit quicker if you didn't respond. I don't know. But we're going to be working on the PC, getting my local drive to the new one at 6 o'clock tomorrow, 6 or 7 o'clock. So if you want to come out and just help and watch, or if you want to be a part of it, we're going to do like a private Discord. Because I really want to get that over. But PvP is taking the main lead on that, so if you can't, no worries. But I want to clone it so that I can do VR. I know, there's other things you can do, but it just didn't work for me, so I'm done. Done! Alright, we're nearing, actually, completion of our builds here. We have all the requirements. These rhinos are actually not upset at all. They can have some plants, it seems like. I'll be busy for the next couple weeks. Okay, so that's why we asked both of you. And tomorrow we're doing it, so it'll be perfectly legit. So we're actually almost done with this. I just want to add in a couple plants, and then I'm going to probably actually yeet the stream off there. But I want to see what we can add. I always like adding the reeds here, these elephant ear reeds by the water. It just really pops the color out. It kind of helps hide some of the details. And it makes it look a little bit more realistic as well at the same time. I don't know if the... I don't know... Oh, look at these. I don't think I've ever used these before. These Pyrus reeds. Add some of those in there. Give it a little bit of color. What about... They got some grass, too. But I'm, like, looking for, like, some trees or some bushes that I can add in the back. Not like they would come to this. I don't know if they would or not. But I wanted to add some that give that kind of Africa vibe going. Real life, they would have none of this. We're just being very nice. But these look a little bit too Americanized. Trees. I don't know how to explain it. Gonna make it look a little less concrete-y at the same time. One of the cool things that we saw today, me and Noons, is we actually saw a very nice Christmas house with all these lights on it. And these people did not, like, go, like, we're going cheap. They spent a lot of money on it. And I think, overall, their electricity bill, I could be wrong. I'm saying it's like $100 to $200 more than normal for the amount of lights. And I really wish I did take a picture of it. And I was debating about it, but I didn't. But it was really, really cool. They had lights going over both of the sides of their driveways. They had a million different blow-ups. Their house was done with lights, and then the top were just, like, trimmed with lights. Like, not, like, just a straight-up chimney. Like, they spent, like the chimney had, like, maybe 10 light bulbs on it. So they must have customly cut that for just that chimney. They had every tree, like, in every... Not every branch, but nearly every branch, like, wrapped around with lights. It looked really cool, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody do something like that, at least in real life. I'm not saying that somebody hasn't done that before. I'm sure, because, you know, some of these ideas are not probably unique, but it was really nice. And honestly, one day when I get a house, I cannot wait to do something like that. Kind of like spiff it up, you know? Go a little bit above and beyond. It's Christmas. Come on now. Who doesn't like Christmas? Even if you don't celebrate it. Who doesn't like Christmas? Come on now. What the hell is this tree? Fever tree? It looks like it had a fever. What? Definitely looks like those lights had a fever. And then I guess we can grab one of these trees and fill this here. Now, this isn't getting rid of the whole concrete look, but when you look at it, how is a watermelon rotting? Like, bro, we just put this out here like 2 minutes ago. And maybe we can get one of these rhinoceroses to do something cute. Is this one rhinoceros inside? Oh, look at it, sleeping away. Yay. How cute. How cute. But I would say that this habitat is pretty much complete. I actually do want to take a rhinoceros picture a little bit better, and I think this... Oh my god, this is what they were talking about when that rhinoceros got hurt earlier. Poor baby. This is the thumbnail now. I changed my mind. Well, we'll see if they do anything cooler. Poor baby. I wish we could see them kind of like do something, like do a backflip or something. I don't know. What do rhinoceroses do? I don't know. But there's actually quite a... I actually do enjoy this. There's actually quite a lot of places these rhinoceroses can kind of like chill. I don't know how to say it. Like, they can de-stress over here. I'm going to add some bedding for them. But these rhinoceroses can, like, actually... I actually like their habitat quite a lot, if we talk about it. So, we're going to... This is kind of like we're wrapping it up now, because it's New Year's Eve, and Claude wants to do some things with his family, and, you know, call some people, text some people, you know, that sort of stuff. But I do appreciate you coming out, Zach and Kylie, as well as Noons, and anybody else that watch live or post. Let's talk about our habitat real quick, and then we'll look at the rhinos. So, coming in here, it's right next to our African penguin exhibits. We're going to actually need to add in a little education sign here, and I guess we'll have to put some other things too. But we'll change this from here and put a southern white rhinoceros. And we'll grab some benches so that people can kind of sit here and watch the rhinoceroses while they relax, take some pictures for Snapchat, Instagram, you know. You know how people are nowadays. That is nowhere near straight at all. Okay, so we definitely have to redo this. And then I think there should be a dono bin over here. So we'll grab one of those, and we should probably duplicate that and put that on this side too. Put some donation bins so that people can donate to the white rhinoceroses. The southern white rhinoceroses. Oh man, look at, they're in the water! Zach, every time I do this, it gets better and better. Gosh, I just wish this baby wasn't hurt for the picture. You're gonna lose us money. Maybe this one will be it. I don't know. They keep getting better. But the rhinoceroses, so for the guest point of view, they can come down here, take a look at the rhinoceroses from about this eye level, and see the beautiful habitat. They can see them chomping on some of the watermelons once it gets fresh, in the mud pit, jumping in the water, see them push around this gyro thing and this stuff. They want it relatively flat. There's also some color here, breaking it up and giving some of the rhinoceroses a little bit of shade, as well as there's a little bit of a sleeping area over here that they can sleep in, away de-stress from the guest, as well as over here, which is quite private, that they're hidden away. And then there's another little hidden spot over here too. There's private food in the back that they can eat. I mean, it's far enough away that they're probably not going to freak out. As well as, oh, look, he's coming out. I keep saying that this is the he. I don't know. It is the he. Perfect. But yeah, so they can come inside and sleep in here. If it is the winter or nighttime, it's a little cold, there'll be some heaters in there so that they can have a nice relaxation. For a second there, I thought I didn't have breeding turned off. But it looks like this guy's just going to chill right here and take a nap outside. This one's getting some water, some fresh tap water. Well, that is our habitat, and I think that's all I'm going to do today. That was pretty quickly done habitat. I'll give you a little rundown of what's going to happen soon. What I want to do is I want to add in a couple more main habitats inside of this circle here. Might be not a habitat, I'm deciding. But there's going to be a couple big habitats over here with the main budget animals, the big animals that people are coming to see, the big ticket animals, as well as the outside is going to be filled with a lot of those budget animals. These are going to be like animals you go to the zoo, but you're not really going to see them, like a deer or a gazelle. I ain't going to the zoo to see a deer or a gazelle, TBH. Like them, but I ain't going there to see them specifically. I'm going to be coming to see a white rhinoceros, penguins, you know, polar bears, you know, other penguins, more penguins, brown bears, nice, cool, like those kind of animals. So, but yeah, those are going to be big ones. We're kind of wrapping up the series for Planet Zoo, and then we're going to go into Planet Coaster and Minecraft. We're going to be focusing on those series as well as VR, hopefully when we get it set up tomorrow. Thank you so much again, Zach Daily Games, News 87, Cripsa, and anybody else that watches live stream. I want to thank all of our subscribers and patrons for being supportive during the series from our transition from Twitch to YouTube. And I want a special thank you to every single one of you Fredlings for making this an incredible year. Every single year we keep getting better on Claude's from Chicago, Claude's history course. I want to thank you for all the cool collaborations we've done, playing together on stream, Discording, being helpful in the community. And if it wasn't for you Fredlings, I wouldn't be live streaming in the first place, because the small knit community that we have created here really brings me back, because even though there's not a lot of people in the stream, the people that are in the stream interact, and I kind of like seeing how everyone's day is going, and you like seeing how my day is going, and it's been a really enjoyable experience. This year we're going to be focusing on those kind of series, and streams are going to be going over a little bit. We're going to be focusing more on Claude's history course for video content, because I don't think I'll ever live stream a history video. Never say never, though, but at least this year I don't have any plans for that. Happy New Year, everyone, and remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck. So 2023, make some own luck. Write down a list of top 10 things you want to do on a list that you can complete in a year. Write them down on a piece of paper, cross them off, and do them. Most people that are successful in this life write their goals down on a sheet of piece of paper. That's 5% of the population of successful people write it down on the piece of paper. I mean, of the people that are in the universe, 5% are successful and they write their goals down. This is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, thank you so much. Even if you don't make a lot of money, you'll have more success if you just write some goals down. Write the goals down. Write 10 of them down. It's not that hard. Write 10 of them down. 10 things you want to do in the next year. Anything. Relationship. Money. Personal. It doesn't matter. Write them down. And remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck. Happy New Year's!